Now, when it comes to all the non-canon characters in the Dragon Ball Z movies, we always think about the villains, characters like Broly, which is now canon now, Janemba, Cooler, Lord Slug, Torless. All these characters come to your mind when you think about it. And they are all great characters, but they're so great that sometimes I feel like characters like Tapion is being overlooked. And I feel like the character is really underrated. Now, the Dragon Ball Z movie 13, Wrath of the Dragon, was a movie that I definitely wasn't interested in. It was one of those movies that I just avoided and just watched the other movies. And that's something I just can't explain. I'm just young at the time. I just love watching the other movies. But when I sat down and actually watched the film, I was just thinking the whole time like, wow, Tapion is an awesome character. And probably due to the fact that all the Z films main spotlight are on the villains, but this movie was definitely on the hero and the relationship with Tapion and Kid Trunks. And it was definitely a deep bond to show because Kid Trunks reminds you a lot like Tapion's little brother who died in the film, Minosha. So Tapion looked at Trunks as his little brother as well. He even called him brother in the film. And that is some deep, awesome storytelling right there. And Tapion's whole backstory being from the planet Konads from the South Galaxy and his whole character design definitely push you in the mind of the characters from Dragon Quest, Link from Zelda because they both have swords and play the ocarina. That's a no-brainer, but also Future Trunks. Now, a lot of people think that Future Trunks' sword is the same one that Tapion gave Kid Trunks in the film, which I don't know why people still believe that because Kid Trunks and Future Trunks are two different characters, so it's impossible, and not only that, the movies are non-canon. But I do understand and get why people thought about that in the past or thought it was true still till now, because at the end of the movie, in the end credits, you see Future Trunks. So I think at the end of the film, they tried to show off like a what if scenario. What if Tapion gave the sword to Future Trunks and that's what he became to be? And again, it's not possible because Tapion is not canon. But we do live in a time where everything from the Z movies or anything that Akira Toriyama designed or made is becoming canon now in the Dragon Ball franchise for Dragon Ball Super. And everybody talks about how they want to see this character become canon or this character become canon. And no one speaks about Tapion. And if Tapion was to ever to be in Super, I think it's only one way it may actually work. Now in Dragon Ball Super in the Goku Black arc, we found out that Future Trunks is not the first time traveler. The first time traveler happens to be in Universe 12. And Universe 12 is very mysterious. Even the God of Destruction in there is very mysterious. We don't know anything about the characters there at all because they didn't participate in the Tournament of Power. But a small detail that we do know about Universe 12 is that it's the ultimate universe, and it was stated, although this universe is already quite mature, they are full of ambitions and also aim to improve themselves even further. Sounds like a universe filled with perfectionists, people who aim to be the best at what they do, want to master the craft. And that's all we know about that universe. But how does the time traveling thing can work with Tapion? Well, at the end of the movie, Bulma gave Tapion a time-traveling ship to head back to his home planet 1,000 years back into the past to finally stop Harudagon. And we do know from the movie that Harudagon was summoned to destroy Tapion's home planet. They can take that same idea and establish it in Dragon Ball Super that Tapion was the first time traveler that is in Universe 12 to stop Harudagon. And we were also teased by Gawatsu when he showed off the time rings. And that's the thing about Super, it has so much lore that it don't tap into, and there's so many ways that they can have those lores that were explained to us and make it a whole story arc. Especially given the fact we have so many universes now, they can tap into those universes' histories as well, and Tapion can be from Universe 12 and he was the first time traveler. That is something, if I was one of the writers behind Super, that is something I would incorporate. These non-canon characters are sitting in Akira Toriyama's pocket and he can pull them out anytime he wants. And no, it doesn't have to be exactly like the movie, but you can take some elements from the movie and add it to the story and make it canon, just like what they did with Broly. But that's just a short theory in this video. This is a video mainly how Tapion is just an underrated character, but everybody wants these old villains in Super, but why not Tapion? Just a thought. So that's gonna do it for this video. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this, make sure to smash the like button. If you're new to this channel and want to see more Dragon Ball discussions or theories, subscribe and hit that notification bell. I'm J Cloud and I'm out.